Welcome to Typewriter Minutes. This is Sam. Today we're showing you a review of a 1969 Smith Corona Super Sterling. We've nicknamed him Señor Star Strek. We'll tell you why in a second. We called him Señor because, as you can see, this is a Spanish-English keyboard. You'll notice that two of these keys are a slightly different color and a slightly different shape than the rest of them. My assistant will tell you a little more about them.
Right here we have the Ñ,
It's
which
like
is
an N.
Yeah, an N with a little tilde over it. And then up here you have the Spanish accent mark and a diaresis. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And we'll show you when we do the type test some neat little tricks about this key right here.
First, we're going to show you all the features and functions you probably know a lot about if you've seen the rest of our videos. This is the touch control, low, medium, hard. This is the ribbon color selector. Black, stencil, ignore that, and red. This is the tabs, clear, and set.
We'll show you how that works when we do our typing test.
Over here is the carriage release, the Platen knob, in case you want to scroll down your paper a little bit. Next, here's the paper release, the paper bail. It goes up, down, and out a little, which is pretty nice. And the centering.
Centering lever.
You can center it, dead center, to put it in the case. Now, my assistant is going to show you a cool feature on this series of Smith Coronas.
It's a quick release Platen, so you just lift up the paper bail, lift up this thing, and then this lever here allows you to pull the Platen right out. You usually twist it out and twist it back in if you have any problems. When you're ready to go back in, you just twist it in like so. So if you have any paper jams or if you need to take the typewriter apart to clean it, these are super easy.
By the way, we're doing this inside because it's a sweltering 90 degrees outside in Texas and our garage feels like an oven. Now obviously here are the margins on top. And here's the paper guide.
And let's go around to the back side. It's got the nice Smith Corona logo, the slot here where it fits into the case. And then I've noticed on this machine and online, I've seen this on several of this series of Smith Corona, there's a dimple here and there's a dimple over here. There's two rubber pads when it's in the case it sits on, and I think the weight of the machine over 50 years has caused a little dimple here and here. It doesn't affect the function at all.
And here we have the carriage release. Always be sure to have another hand on the other side when you do this. The Platen knob. The nice long return lever, sleek and shiny. And the line spacing.
For single, double, and triple spacing.
Now we're going to swing around to the other side.
Okay, a couple more features over here. You have the page gauge. If you've seen our 1956 Silent Super review, you know how that works. And then there's a button on the Platen knob, and this lever both allow the Platen to move freely without clicking. When you use this button, it remembers your clicky position, so if you're using a form and you want it to line up where you last left it, use this. If you use the lever, once you've spun it, you've lost your original setting, so you don't know where the clicks are.
Now, before we go on to the type test, we want to show you the coolest feature on this ribbon cover in the history of the universe ever. Those of you that have seen Star Trek might remember what the doors sounded like.
The sliding doors, well, guess what? That's right.
That just happened. Now for a type test. First, on the black setting, the whipped red box dropped over the lazy brown dogs. Next, on the red setting, now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country.
Oh, line lock works. So we're at the margin, push margin release.
Tree.
Okay, zoom in on that. Nice crisp typeface. And we'll do a quick alignment test, and then we'll show you the Spanish keys and how they work.
Capital H, small h. 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 Capital H, small h.
Okay, let's zoom in on those. I might tweak that just a bit, but it's pretty close. Not bad.
Now, my assistant is going to show us how the Spanish keys work.
First, the ñ. So if you need to write Señor Star Strek, oops, operator error. Space. There you go. And finally, for this special key here, you'll notice that on all the other keys, when you type a letter or a number, the carriage moves, but not with this key. It has the Spanish accent mark and the diaresis. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. When you type it, the carriage doesn't move. That way, if you want to type que sera, well, let's do a sample first. If you do this accent mark, and then just type the letter A. You don't have to backspace. Same thing with the letter, or the diaresis. Just type the diaresis. Oop, forgot to do shift. Then the U. There you go. So if you type que sera, sera, do the accent mark, then the A, accent mark, A. Pretty nifty.
Now we're going to show you the bottom of the typewriter.
It's got a metal plate underneath. You just unscrew these screws here to get to the inside to clean it. The typewriter feet, the front ones look like they're brand new. The bottom ones have a little bit of squishy feet. I think this typewriter's probably been sitting like this for most of the last 50 years instead of like this, because these have a little bit of squishy feet, but they're still soft and they still work great.
What's a typewriter review without a case? Here's the standard black metal bulletproof case.
By Samsonite. Here's the bumpers I was talking about earlier. I think that's what caused the little dimples on the sides of the machine. And up here, made with skill, packed with care. latches securely. This is after you get the typewriter in there. This is how you push this up and down to lock it into place.
Now, let's wrap up this review with some likes and dislikes about this typewriter. Some likes. It has lots of colors available, and I mean lots. It has Spanish keys. It has a Star Trek ribbon cover, as you've seen earlier. It's an excellent typer, and it's durable.
A couple dislikes. It has Spanish keys, but it's not a full Spanish keyboard. I've seen other Spanish keyboards that have upside down question marks and the upside down exclamation mark. It doesn't have those. It's a loud typer. We have 2 pieces of paper in here to help. I don't know if that helps dampen the noise, but if you have a typewriter pad, that'll help with the noise. And then finally, there's no paper support arms on the back.
It's always nice to have them.
Like on our 1956 Silent Super, it's got the little V that pops up with the paper. And that's about all we can think of.
That's it for the review part of this video. If you're interested in seeing additional scenes on the cleaning of this typewriter, please stay tuned. Otherwise, be sure to share, link, like, and subscribe.
Oh wait, one more time. Let's hear that ribbon cover. That is amazing.
Bye! My assistant began by taking all the parts off of the typewriter and put them to the side. Coffee is required.
There's the parts piling up.
And here it is, staring at us.
Just about ready for a chemical clean right here.
Here is him cleaning off all the grime and disgusting stuff off the Platen knobs.
These little cotton Q-tips called Swispers are really good for cleaning the keys. I've already got this side wet with some Simple Green. And these keys are kind of curvy underneath, so it makes it easy to get in and around each key. Give it a little bath. Just like brushing teeth. By the way, here's a nice comparison. Clean. Ugh.